Hey, good morning. I wanted to show you something from Leslie's garden today that is not actually very pretty at all. You know, there's a lot of beautiful things, but there are a few things that are not so lovely. So let me kind of zoom in on this and show you something less attractive. And here it is. Oh my goodness, nothing but thorns and brown stalks. Not very attractive. So maybe I should show you maybe I could show you something not ugly, but something really attractive and beautiful this morning. And that is this. Look at those beautiful blooms, those healthy leaves. That plant is thriving. And the truth of the matter is that we're actually looking at the same plant. I started off down here, the kind of the ugly brown stalks and thorns, and then we kind of ended up here with the beautiful blooms and such. And the reason I wanted to do that is to show you a little lesson about faith today. Faith is a perspective. Faith is the way that you look through things. You know, for a lot of my life, I thought faith was a lever that you pulled. You know, that, hey, I'm going to pull this lever and something's going to happen. What I want to happen is going to happen, because faith is a lever that you pull and it makes things happen. Well, what I've found in my life is that faith is not a lever. Faith is a lens. Faith is a lens through which we view things with God's perspective and not our perspective. So as we were looking at those plants, when we changed our perspective, we went from seeing the pain of the thorns to seeing the beauty of the blooms. And faith is kind of the same thing. It's where we put our focus. Faith is not a lever, it is a lens. Let me show you one other thing, and this will also include a test afterwards. So here we go. I want you to look and focus on everything that is red in this camera shot. Everything that is red in this camera shot, and in a couple of seconds I'm going to ask you a question and take away that view. 2, 1, 0. Alrighty, and here's your question. How many bird feeders did you see in that shot? What? Some of y'all were diligently counting every red bloom in the flower bed. And so I kind of tricked you up. But this just is an illustration that we will see what we're looking for. What we focus on is what is going to fill our mind and our thoughts. And really our faith during this season that we're walking through right now is going to be the thing that'll be the most valuable to us, because it has the ability to change our perspective and to help us look at things that the entire world sees as maybe ugly, scary, and dangerous, and still see God in all things. A famous book, A Tale of Two Cities, began with this line: it was the best of times and it was the worst of times. And the truth of the matter, it was both. So is this season that we're living in now, is it a dichotomy? Is it a paradox? Is it a new paradigm? Well, I can't answer any of those questions because I don't know what any of those words mean. But anyhow, it is the best of times and the worst of times all at once, depending on where we put our focus and where we put our perspective. Let me give you one last definition of faith for today. Faith is not the thing that eliminates our enemies, but faith is the thing that illuminates His presence. Think about that today, and use your faith to recognize and to realize that God is with us. He'll never leave us. He'll never forsake us. Have an awesome, awesome day. Bye-bye.